to your fight club. We're repping the crew, battle on the floor. It's me and you, pulls them up right. Let the showdown begin. All the nerd shit, we're ready to share. Let's build this community with flair. Wait, join in, make friends, show us your style. Talk toys, comics, movies, let's get wild. Tell your story, share the vibe, it's time to shine. Figure Fight Club open mic night. Come and join the line.
What's up? Just put me up straight. Got you.
Just kidding. I'm here. What's up? What's going on?
You messed that one up.
Well, you were here. What's up, everyone?
How's it going?
Open mic night is here. Abby, where the hell are you?
I am at the Washington, D.C. International Airport, IAD, in Virginia. I am in the United Lounge.
It looks like you're in the holding office. Did you have a knife in your pocket?
No.
Are you in the naughty room?
They have a naughty room? I want to go there.
Well, I mean, it depends.
But I get free drinks and some free food, so
Sick.
yeah. Why not? I mean, I paid for it in a way, but
Yeah, you did. What episode is this? We're getting up there.
Episode 12.
Episode 12. Jesus. That's crazy.
It's open mic night.
Well, speaking of open mic night, we got a plethora of people backstage, so let's bring them out.
Let's do it.
Wait, I don't have music. I'm just going to play this music.
Just don't get me banned.
Oops. Welcome, fellow collectors, fellow guests, fellow delinquents. How's it going?
What up? What up? What up?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey.
Limited
Nice.
how I scream.
What's up, everyone?
How's it going, guys?
Avi, is this your hotel room?
No, this is I'm at the United Lounge. At the-
United Lounge.
Yeah,
That's some rich people with fancy shit.
it's not that rich. It's only $50 to get in here.
Oh, hey, I might. Yeah, that's actually not bad.
It's like a Vine that's fighting Spider-Man, but you get
With
free
them, so.
booze and some free food.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I figured
I'm
it'd be cheaper to come in here and drink and eat versus
instead
just
of
sitting at the
waiting
bar.
out there with the peasants. Yeah, that's a good move.
You
How
had
many-
me
how
at
many other people
tapas
in
and
there?
Booze.
You by yourself?
No, this was like the work area I'm sitting at. There's like couches on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Champagne in there too?
What?
Couch? Is there champagne in there as well?
You know what? When I get my next drink, I'm gonna take you guys for a tour.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you go to the Lost and Found and see if there's any figs that like some kids left behind? Get some cool,
Or an iPad.
or an iPad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be
Gift
figs.
card.
Kids don't like figs anymore.
No. Get some kids that have Fortnite account with like 500 skins and then sell it for $1,000. Good deal.
You guys get any toys? Anyone?
We did. Who's got toys?
I have no toys.
I still have residual toys coming in for my birthday. It's great.
That's awesome, Jay.
So finally, I found Spider-Man Unlimited, which I've been wanting one of these for a long time. I know everybody hates it and they didn't like the show,
like
but
it.
I loved it.
I love that show.
I liked it because it had my favorite villain, the High Evolutionary, even though I didn't like the design. But I have the High Evolutionary one that came out with the Fantastic Four.
Did somebody splooge on his back? What happened there?
It's just, that's like they tried to remember Spider-Man 2099 was hot around this time too, and you had the
Is that a cape?
web cape. Yeah, like a web cape.
Oh my god.
That Spider-Man
And that
had like
Target-
a animator too.
that
That was the
Target
first
sale?
time. Yeah.
And I know the articulation is not that great, but the head goes all the way back like that, which if you're like skydiving, he looks really cool.
That's cool. And the cartoon, the suit was like nanite too, wasn't it? And it was like designed to defend against symbiotes and stuff.
Yeah, because that was the thing, is that he was going
Up
he
pretty
liked
good.
Carnage and Venom, even though they didn't have Eddie, Brock, and Cletus Cassidy at times they're just the symbiotes attacked. Like I think it was like JJ Jameson's son's rocket ship.
Yeah.
And so he like got involved and like wound up going to counter Earth to track him down. So and that was a cool. I mean, that would have been to be a cool figure if they could figure out because Venom and Carnage kind of like melded together into like one being with two heads.
Yeah, they're kind of like amorphous too. Like they didn't really have much of a shape. It was really fucking cool.
Yeah, because they weren't attached to anybody. So, but then again, it's another thing I said that where Hasbro fails us is that with the High Evolutionary, you had the Knights of Wundagore and the Man Beast villain, which were these anthropomorphic animal men, like the warriors of the what's that one out the animal warriors of the kingdom and stuff like that. And the legions are all putting out now. Hasbro could just crank out a couple of those and it'd be really cool. So, but that's all I got this week. I've got some Mercari orders at post offices somewhere in the United States, and I just got my Valver shipping notice, and I got excited because it said Saturday, but I remember they do the Sure Post where they transfer it over to the mail, USPS. So who knows when I'll get that? So
yeah.
Bobby's got pickups. What are you munching on?
He's making me hungry, whatever it is.
What is that? Chicken?
Right?
Yo, it looks good as shit.
That chicken taco is sitting there. I'll take
Hey, that's what I had for lunch.
Yeah,
We got a little bit of shit. Like, goddamn, I'm about to go downstairs and get me something.
We got a taco. We got a taco truck here in town, Angel's Tacos. She makes these soapies. Oh my god, I had 4 of them. It hurt.
Only 4.
I couldn't
Up,
stop,
Dave?
dude. I have to limit
How you
myself.
doing,
where are you
Hey,
headed?
I did buy 10 tamales if it makes you feel better.
If
Put
I
them in the
ever
freezer.
get down there by
That's
you,
longer.
Max, I'm gonna gorge myself.
Oh
on the
man,
weekend of
I'm gonna
Jumbo.
put 20 pounds on you in a weekend.
Oh, you ain't got to worry. I'm gonna do that with just gumbo.
Oh,
Hold on.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
pretty
Nightcrawler.
oh, that's
New
the
one.
new one too.
Yeah, I need
X-Force.
that one.
There you go.
Bonnie's
Is
pinless.
his tail bendy, Caleb, or is it just a piece
It
of
just
wood?
rotates. I'm not
It
understanding.
just rotates.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, not articulated.
You rang?
Hey, Dave.
It up. You can
Hi, Jeff.
manipulate it how you want it.
Oh, he's cool. Oh, you're
Man.
muted, I think. I know you're not.
You're just real quiet.
This mic just doesn't pick up right away sometimes.
I am not used to this angle. I did not recognize Talib for a second.
It's in guard. Yeah, I'm in another room. I'm
Oh,
there
in
you
my
go.
bedroom. I got a
Oh,
desk set up
okay.
and stuff.
Oh, it starts
And then-
to move. I mean,
CT Toys Wolverine came in,
Hello.
and then so I got the CT Toys Agent Venom, and this is how they shipped
Ooh.
it. Wrap this up in bubble wrap, and it just came in the blister, the
Hey.
plastic. So
For how
whatever.
good that figure is perfectly fine.
Right.
Did you see
Save
the
on cardboard.
recent announcements?
Were those extra goggles?
Like for his eyes.
Extra eyes. Yeah, for the eyes.
Oh, what?
It comes with the Venom head too.
Yeah, the
Good shit.
my real one did not come with the Venom head. I was like, that's fucked up.
They
So you're saying the
Just
one from
announced-
Ollie's Express does?
Yeah.
Is that the KO?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the KO, the CT Toys one.
That's
they're doing
good.
If you
And
like
it has-
that, you got to get the anti Venom. He's just
Yeah, I
as
will.
sick. Yeah, yeah.
they're doing a Scarlet Spider and a black suit Spider-Man.
Yeah, they're going ham with that shit.
And we're talking Scarlet Spider with the stingers coming out of his wrist.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Toys is possible. I don't
right
give a
now
shit
I'm
if it's
already
KO.
liking this dude.
I think they rebranded now finally. They're called like Messy Toys or something. They got a new
No,
name.
Memory Toys
Me-
is Mezzy Toys.
No.
You
Or,
gotta keep
it's like
that, you
Mesa.
gotta keep that name going.
And then the
Yeah.
Helverine, they're working on that as well.
Yep.
So I mean,
Yep.
there's a lot of
Oh
good
yeah,
stuff.
got that in my cart, man. I'm about to buy it.
KO Masterpiece Transformers. Give me. I don't mind buying KO
Yeah.
as long as it I'll watch reviews, see if they have decent reviews.
Yeah,
and
just
then-
don't be first. Just don't be first.
Right. That's why I'm waiting for people to get that Gambit before I buy it on it.
Yeah.
Because I have the 97. It's okay. It's good enough.
Cool. Hey, be careful with those
Sweet.
claws though on that Wolverine. If you want to heat them, they'll melt.
Why is my man straps this long? Like, where am I supposed to attach this thing to?
That's what she said.
I'll switch you out. Is that all your pickups to leave?
Yeah, that's all I have.
All right, cool. Yeah, you got some dope pickups.
Like, I don't understand
Ooh,
how
new
far I would have to wrap this around him for this to like.
Dude, I still have that cape, and I was like, how the F? Like, what do you do with this shit? Like,
What the fuck?
Exit across his chest and wrap it around his back.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Is that why it's so
We're
long?
just gonna tuck those in, and we're gonna use those.
yeah,
And it's just
there you
gonna like that.
Just go over the shoulders and around the back. That'll work.
Around the waist to make it a dress.
It doesn't like fasten though. Like it needs like a clamp or something.
Yeah, it's got a piece
Velcro.
of Velcro all the way at the end, but the
Okay.
the Velcro is so
I like
hard,
a tennis shoestring with a bow.
but I think we can do it this way.
No capes.
You gotta have the cape. He looks the coolest with the cape. Should have probably heated him up a little bit.
And
before I
don't
did
forget,
Which
if
head do you like
you're
better?
new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we all love you.
If you don't, your mama's a
that.
hoe.
Want another head?
This is true. We don't make the rules. It's just life.
Man, we struggling here.
Damn. Well, I'll use.
Anybody get any
Yeah,
stuff
that's the thing
market
about
on
this
sale?
Legions. You
Come
gotta
here.
heat them up.
Man, all that shit that was on sale, I already bought. I'm pissed.
I pre-ordered the
Oh,
next
you got the
Marvel.
Van Helsing already?
Can't find the damn Christopher Lee, but I found it. And I got me a Peter Cushing figure, and he looks amazing.
Bruh.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the one that comes with like two uppers, right?
Yes, he came with an entirely different torso. I mean, NECA could have released literally 2 figures, and people probably would have bought them. But
Yeah, well, they're on their comeback tour right now, so they need to be doing that shit.
well, and you know what? Here's the thing: by having Peter Cushing,
They're
and-
probably going to call you later and ask you to pay for that second torso.
well, this Cushing and Lee were in so many Hammer movies. I mean, they were in Frankenstein, they were in Dracula, they were in just a bunch of a lot of. Cool
I knew
stuff.
I loved you.
Did you? And I just did a review of him, and I mentioned it. Peter Cushing was a war gamer. They used to play a game called Little War that was written by H.G. Wells, that's where Warhammer, BattleTech, all that stuff came from. Was from that, the original wargaming game.
Yeah, a lot of
I wonder how many people are salty
That's
that they
that's
can't
a
get that
deep
Splinter.
cut history.
But I actually got me some cool stuff. I actually got stuff. I actually got to go to finally, after all these years, got to go to a North Carolina underground trade thing.
Oh, nice.
And
Hello.
two, like an old Marvel Legend diorama piece for my photography. I got that,
The swap.
and I've been excited to finally get a rooftop piece. I think this was from obviously a DC thing, the Sportsmaster.
Young Justice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've been waiting to get something like this for my photography. I was able to I scored a Dwarf Builder.
Nice.
I got me Death Adder for my Mezco collection. I've been wanting this guy. I got a great deal. Actually, Abby, I'm blanking on his name. He goes by like the Kingpin over in Burlington.
Alex. Yeah, he told me you were asking about me. Talking a lot of shit about me.
I said good things about you.
Drop. Hey, if you can't drop Bobby's name, the deal. Then
Well, I first said Abby's name, and he took it up another $20, and then I also was able to get me a Savage Crucible for $40, but I got to call in to get the feet for him. So.
Oh, that's a good one. He's cool.
And then because of the Cabal, everyone's doing the making money for Dragon. I was able to score a silver century shipped to me for $47. So,
Not bad at all.
Nice.
and I still need to talk to you, Bobby, for some deals because apparently I keep hearing all the awesome things that you're doing. So,
Oh, dude, J-Mac cleaned me out almost. J-Mac over here cleaned me out almost.
okay.
We did a big trade deal. I had to send them 2 big boxes. The other day.
Oh well, my loss.
Dobby.
But I mean, I still have some more.
Cubbers.
And I bet it didn't scratch the surface either.
What did you say, Tony?
Tubby.
The amount of boxes you have around.
Yeah, no, I have a shit ton of boxes.
I need more of those. You got more
Snail shell?
females, right? Yeah.
I do have a lot of females.
I gotta check out your private collection.
I have a lot of females, dude. Yeah. If
You
need
want
some more-
Just
the girls?
imagine,
Abby has the girls.
you know, I just imagine Abby at the airport just having a briefcase full of toys and.
You know what?
Yeah, but they're not the toys you can show on YouTube.
I knew it.
No,
I knew
that's gonna
it.
be that's gonna be the TSA going through and be like, "Where'd you get these, bro? I need these."
Vibrating.
What's that buzzing sound?
Super size.
Hey, Nop Top Goon, how you doing, bud?
Hey, what's up? What's up? I got only 2 figs. Damn,
But they
what's
cost
her name?
$500.
I got the
Yours,
the
you won't
husk.
see till November.
Marrow.
Oh, good shit.
Marrow. Whatever her name is. Marrow.
Marrow.
Yeah.
That's a really good figure.
Goon, get in here and defend your mother's honor.
I do a pretty good like bone paint job. I'm probably gonna paint up the bones to make them all like grimy and gross.
What's up, dude?
So like
cool.
just like
Someone
a brown
just
wash on it.
put a mod
It's a couple
video up
different
for her.
techniques. But mainly I got her because I am one step closer to building this guy. So that's cool.
I've got Gambit and
Nemesis.
Husk on the way this week.
Yeah.
I really just that's the only figure I want.
I guess the
Love it.
I guess the head, like this is another piece, like
Yeah, that-
separate.
That part comes with Husk, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got the.
No,
hose
it comes with
and-
Nightcrawler.
Oh, it's
Okay,
Nightcrawler?
that's-
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
All right.
have.
Yeah.
Actually, he'll be here tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah,
just
don't
see
work
what-
out.
Hit Kaliba for it.
But my final pickup, shout out to Abby because the shipping on this thing was fast as shit. The name of the site is
There's no
Can't remember.
wire in this cape.
but in like 3 days
Is there?
got Mezco.
Damn.
Oh, maybe.
Ooh. Very nice.
Oh.
Doc Ock.
Somebody got my
Oh,
notification.
man.
I see.
That looks really good.
I think Tyler sent that.
Yo.
Yeah.
And I forwarded
This
right
is-
to you.
Hey, shout out to Talib because it made it all its way to my house. So
I asked Abby. I was like, "Was somebody on Tuesday night said they needed that?" He's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
Brandon did." And then, boop.
dude, this thing is freaking amazing. These bendy claws are like
Yeah, what makes
like
it.
the whole thing bends. Like, and
Yeah.
they didn't even have to put those little air hole marks in them. It just works. And
Sam
as you guys
used-
know, it comes with like extension claws, and you get 3 pairs of glasses. So if you lose them, you got backup pairs, all kinds of hands.
That's smart.
Sweet.
It's the jacket's all bendy wired. You can do like wisping in the wind and shit. This thing is good. So
Yeah, I seen somebody had
Looks
all
good.
the extensions on the. I think it was laser pants. Had all the
Yeah.
extensions. That thing's tall. With
yeah,
all those,
it probably goes like this tall. Like
Now-
it's like a-
Now, can he hold himself up with the bendy wire?
yeah, they're very strong. Like you have
Nice.
to really like crank on them. And it comes with like there's like 16 pairs of claws. So you have like the giant base ones. There's like grabby ones, pinchy ones. There's all kinds of claws, which is really cool. You
Okay.
can hold things. Yeah, I would. I mean, if you're
you're
into,
welcome anytime. Jump in.
if
I'd
you're
love a
into it, I would
comparison
get 'em.
between those and the MCU one. 'Cause them things are
Yeah.
strong too.
Yeah, I think a lot of people modified theirs with like the lamps.
Yeah.
Like the little baby
Yeah.
neck, the gooseneck lamps. I did that to mine.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's sick, and
Your shelves are
you should get
so empty.
That makes me honestly proud because that means like all the McFarlanes they're packed up and they're gone. And what a pain in the ass.
You literally got up before we came on and added figures to those empty shelves because they
they were very empty. They were
That's
extremely empty. I gotta fix these lights too.
You should have waited. You could charge an extra 20% for your McFarlane figures.
I mean, they went for a pretty penny, so I'm happy with it.
Random roll of back tape and tape measures back there.
So what shelves are you moving so you can put that Power Rangers command center back there?
No, I have another room.
Okay.
That's going to be like the epic room, and that's going to house my arena. It's going to have the command center and whatever other big dioramas that I make will be in there.
That is so
right now.
badass.
Right now, it's
You
full
got
of boxes
one
of bullshit. Like it's literally all the figs in there were the figs that I moved here with a year ago, and I haven't been able to take them out. So that room is like just storage, but it will become an epic showcase.
Boxes of bullshit. That would make such a good album name.
Yeah,
I tell you what, it was great timing selling your collection to free up funds to get that Dio.
I know that helped a shit ton.
Well, I picked up a couple this week.
Yeah, let me switch you out.
Not liking it.
Just getting my collection up to date. So I picked up
DJ.
J, and also got the Queen of Cakes, Cammy.
Nice.
I got Guile on the way. They finally all three of them finally dropped below retail on Amazon. I picked them up.
Oh, nice.
Cool. I might have to get another one.
They're not super cheap, but they're still like a couple bucks below retail.
Yeah.
So, and those are the only three that I didn't have. Guile's on the way, and I've got the AOA Gambit and Husk just shipped today. So they're on the way as well.
Just don't put your Husk figure next to your Angel figure. It brings back bad memories of bad writing.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking terrible, dude. That was problem. I don't even have an Angel figure right now, so she's safe.
Nice.
What the fuck was Augustine thinking?
Speaking of arenas, I got contact.
Well,
The arena, or the entrance stage I commissioned is on the way. It's done, and it is en route.
Is en
right
route
now.
tracking?
It is en route, yes.
Very nice.
Hopefully it clears customs. They're going to be like, what the hell is this? And then...
Where'd you order it from? Canada?
They're making it out of... I don't even know. Somewhere far, far away.
Say Mexico. Let me know. I'll let my cousin know.
We're talking like intercontinental travel. But I don't remember the
No, the fun part is it coming by a ship or by a plane? Because it could be a drastically different.
No, it should be here in maybe like a week or so, like a week probably.
All right.
Hopefully.
I don't know if I just got the shittiest Dementstro there is, but his cauldrons do not
Dementstro.
stick.
Yeah, I didn't even bother with the cape.
Shit. And the cape is, it feels like you couldn't have put a thicker wire in here though. Like, come on, man. That's supposed to be all wired up right there.
They're becoming corporate. That's what's happening.
What's up, man? How you doing? KJ, thanks for jumping in. Leave this spot, baby.
David, I know you got some pickups. What you got? Some on sale items? What you got?
Oh,
I've been waiting for this. Come on, man.
Show us what we are sad that we paid full price for.
man, I know, right? Picked up the nice 89 Batman with the little accessories, the cape. Ooh,
Hell yeah.
very nice.
I'm
I was wondering what the little I was like, did it come with like billy clubs or something, like police, riot clubs? And I was like, no, it's for the cape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might get some hate for it, but no, I think I got some other McFarlanes here. What we get?
Hey, it's no hate. Them things are worth money. There's no hate.
No. I was gonna say no. I thought I had more McFarlane's. I think I left them in the other room, but I was gonna say Super 7. I don't know if anybody still collects them, but we got
Very
the
selective.
used to have this Metalhead back in the day.
I hope
from,
you enjoy your purchase.
I have that
Yes.
figure. It's cool.
Hell yeah, it was on sale too on Amazon for like
It will
$30.
fall over eventually. You're gonna have to
The
kiki up
plastic's probably
them
not that
joints. No, it's the
Mm-hmm.
plastic's great. It's just it's loose. It'll get loose over time.
You know how I
I'll
say
just
we
see
all
if-
collect plastic. It doesn't matter what plastic you collect. That excludes
yeah.
Super 7 though.
Okay.
Figured it would come. I'll see if one of those McFarlane pegs fit on the
I
bottom.
wanted to,
Keep them standing up.
Yeah.
I wanted to respond to Lou quickly. Lou, I'll be at Toyland, man. I'll see you out there. I'll be there Friday.
Shit. I was gonna say one more. I can't remember
Thank you.
who gave me the heads up, but a couple episodes back, I was asking for some help on how to
Turned out to
remove
be
the
that
paint
way for me too.
from McFarlane, and that acetone trick worked amazing.
Are you
Oh, yeah,
making a
right off.
nemesis?
Yeah, I already did it. Cut the ears off and everything, and I just took the lower off so I can paint the undies.
hmm
But came out pretty good, man. Let me see if I can get a
Nemesis
little
is a
closer.
messed up book, by the way.
Oh hell yeah! I'm tempted to put some like red paint on him for blood, like across his face and stuff, or on his boots. But
He looks like
came out really good. Yeah.
Listen,
Can't,
if you
can't
want
do
to do,
anything about it, but
I'll tell you the best way to do blood splatter. Get an old toothbrush, dip it in your red, and then just
Run your thumb across it.
run your thumb
oh, the
across it.
flick.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Flick.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Flick it
Yo,
toothbrush.
Flickaroo.
Yeah, man.
There's a
I
really
know you're-
cool red Blood of the Blood Gods is a really cool blood effect paint.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
Skulls for the skull throat and blood.
You got
for
a
the
girl
blood
that
god.
does her own nails, and she's got one of them little machines that you put your shit in it. They hit it with the light.
Yeah.
You can get this gloss.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
Damn,
I
those
was
are
gonna
dope.
say,
webs.
yeah. I
made
was
those
gonna say,
yourself?
get you guys some wire. Hell yeah, dude. I got the wire
That's
off of Amazon.
Yeah. I like how your spools are
Mythic
loose
web.
because I always see them like tight, and that's actually
Tight,
really
yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's a cool effect.
Ah, dude.
That's the
I already
most
went through a whole.
McFarlane thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That's exactly
That's
where I
gonna-
got the
that's gonna
design
go-
from.
That's gonna go great with that Maximum Spider-Man.
Man.
You see, people are
dude.
fucking mass fucking returning that thing, right? Getting their money back
no,
as fast as possible.
I'm keeping mine. Keeping mine.
Hell yeah.
Keeping yours? What the
They
fuck?
won't know that I'm shilling if I don't keep it.
Well,
Yeah, you guys get you
we'll
some
know
wire.
what the top of his head
22
looks
gauge,
like,
man.
even if you don't show it.
I've seen other reviews. Their QC was fine on other
Oh
ones.
no.
Better hope.
Yeah,
it's
that-
good with
Yeah,
Brandon.
but that's not what's going to go viral.
Yeah, you only see the bad shit.
Hey, Brandon.
Yo,
Hey, Brandon. Take me out and I'm the person who just jumped in.
okay, cool. Later.
I'll see you guys in a little
You
bit.
know,
See you, Robbie.
Hey, Robbie. Safe travels.
I'll tell you, I gotta.
Yeah,
I
I'm
really
still watching.
think
I'm still backstage.
All right. How do I get you out of here?
Get some snacks.
How do you remove the host?
you throw down that band hammer.
Boot is ace.
Well, we have a special guest joining us right now.
Are we
I,
saying
better
like,
not.
I don't have music, but I have claps. Here we go. Jersey Maniac in the house. What's up?
I want music.
Um,
For the next time I come on, I want music, bro. Not bad.
There was music. It
That's all
was
I
just
got.
delayed. It's your
it
signal.
tracks. It tracks.
Hey, you came at a perfect time because I don't want to skip anyone's pickups, and we can get back to them. But there was some news not news, but there was a review everywhere that swept YouTube all at the same time, and we got to talk about this, especially Maniac, with the price and what the hell we're comparing it to. Maximum Spider-Man. Holy shit!
Do we have to?
maximum profit.
We do because it's gonna further shit on it. So I want to bring this up real quick because I don't even have this in hand, and this is already in the running for.
I'm not a Spider-Man fan, and I don't want to shit on it, but I would just like to see them make a good toy.
Why did Hobby leave?
He's at the airport, and he's boarding a flight.
Oh,
and shit.
all right. I was gonna say I come on and he leaves. He's like He's like, I'm leaving. Let that guy in.
No. He gave up.
He's backstage.
You got
He's
it.
still here.
Exactly how they
get more chicken.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys saw the review. It looks phenomenal, but the biggest point we got to make here is the base offering for this thing, $51. Maximum Spider-Man, $50. Make it make sense.
What am I looking at here? Who made it?
This is the Inart 112th Batman.
Yeah, you know what? That actually looks like a $50 figure. That Spider-Man in no way looks like a $50 figure.
That's a sick face sculpt.
So I think what they did is they took the hot toy, it's not. They do 1/6 scale. They took their Inart and shrunk the file down because why not? But this
who exactly is Inart?
So Inart, sort of. Yeah, they came out as a competition to Hot Toys. They do 1/6 scale, but they do like the artisan, like rooted hair, and they've been killing the game with 1/6 scale.
They did a lot of good Lord of the Rings figures, and like with this, it's cool and all, but like it's not available in like North American market.
So this will be on Pop Collectibles. This will be on pre-order on the 28th. But yeah, so they they broke into 1/12 scale, and they are putting everybody on notice with this shit. Like,
I mean,
this likeness is unbelievable.
I've ever seen.
And they're licensed.
Yeah, but so people that have this, I'm going to be that guy right now. People that have this figure that have compared him with other like-minded figures, he's coming up a little short and not scaling as the same size of them, and like that's the only real
for
problem.
$1, compare this thing to that Spider-Man.
So I saw him next to the Mafex Batfleck, and he's 6 foot and Batfleck 6'2". So like I think it just depends on the figure line and how you fudge it in. But I'm all in. I don't give a shit.
No, this is a great looking figure.
I wouldn't say anything. $51.
Yeah.
This is very hard with this.
I mean,
people in here. I'll tell you. I don't know how
you
do this every
people talk
Tuesday.
about those prices, but look at Acid Rain and Green Valley. I mean, they're charging $60 for 3 3/4 inch. So
that's wild.
If you got quality, name your price. This is. Listen. I don't get into Batman figures, but I would pay $60 for this.
So to get the head,
Inart always comes with accessories too.
Yeah, the one you see with the head, there's a deluxe version. It comes with that unmasked head sculpt, and then you get this giant base and a couple other things. Now that's $69,
It's like $70,
which is which is
Wow.
still,
Not
I mean,
worth a whole extra $20.
Yeah, pay that shit. Don't miss out on the head sculpt.
Did you see the video going around of the LPZZ Arkham Batman as well? That's going around.
Yeah, they're making an Arkham Batman too. I think it's from a different
He's not
suit.
wearing hockey pads.
Batman always sells.
So if you haven't watched the reviews, the cape has clasps and the chest piece is magnetized. And you pull the chest off, clamp the cape on, and then it snaps back on, and it's all flawless, and you can't even tell.
So
basically, they do that on their 1/6 scale stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
You're telling me this is $1 more than that Spider-Man figure?
Yes. And the
Well,
engineering in this thing is I mean, there's sculpt all in the joints. It's like this is an immaculate work of art, and I mean, it's just nuts for the price. I would pay $100 and plus for this. The guns have
this
separate
is the type of shit.
hands.
Keep it down, Brandon. They might hear you.
The guns, every gun has separate fitted grip hands that are specifically made for each gun. So you don't get like one kind of loosey trigger hand that's you got to fudge in everywhere, or like a half-ass grip hand. There's like 20 sets of hands to this thing for every purpose. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just, I mean, it's fucking crazy.
It's a game changer for sure, like you said earlier. Like everyone is on like check at this point because this is $50 and it's a better figure than most that are out there right now, whether it be import or not.
Look at this. Like that, you would think that was a hot toy if you just saw that photo. Like,
so how do we buy this?
On that glove.
You said, what'd you say, Jersey?
How do we buy this? How do Americans get this? I'm looking at their site. It's ridiculous. So
yeah, so they don't technically offer it in the States, but right now the first company to come forward who will be offering it is Pop Collectibles. I've ordered from there before. They're legit.
Who the fuck are they? Like, how have I not heard of anything you're telling me about right now? Like, this is ridiculous.
They mostly do like hot toys and stuff like that. But they will be offering this on Friday.
But Showzi's action figure brand Gundam has Inart stuff, so it might be on there.
Hey,
I'll tell you
Chinese
something. Dealer.
I'll tell you something about Inart too. That shit sells out faster than Mezcolt.
Yeah, I'm gonna be ready for this shit. So this picture right here, for upper articulation, you have a cut under the boobs. You have another cut under this piece of armor. You have a cut right here. You have a cut under the belt, and then you have the leg articulation. Jeez, so all the segments are articulated.
So, but how durable is it?
Oh, they make quality shit.
There has to be a reason. There has to be a reason that it's only $50.
You ain't throwing it around like articulated ninja, but you can I've held in hand their 1/6 scale stuff. It's equally on the same level as like 1,000 toys, and I've got more than a few pieces of their stuff. Their stuff,
$51. I'll send this to Ninja for him to throw it on the floor.
Listen,
just to see, right?
Your toys. I'm just saying,
he just flicks it up and just boom right on the concrete.
I'm just saying, with that many pieces and that small of a package, I mean, there's something gives somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Magnetic piece comes
like
up.
1/6 scale is great for that many movable pieces because it's, but just I don't. Like I said, I've never seen it. I've messed with one, so I was just kind of curious.
There are instructions too that it does a full blowout of like everything, and then it has all the articulation points, and it even poses it in like the maximum, like don't go past positions, and it has like it breaks it down for you.
Jesus.
Now he can't crush into a ball like Spider-Man because he's wearing a. It's like it's supposed to articulate like if he was really wearing the armor. So like
you can do the one knee Superman landing.
Of course. Yeah, for sure.
He easily articulates as well as any G.I. Joe classified does. Better. He can at least sit down in a 90-degree position. I'll guarantee you that.
Classifieds that parts pop off of them.
With how many cuts he said, he should be able to do a way better ab crunch than any G.I. Joe classified.
Yeah. Inart is man, I'm with Brandon on this. Inart is if they're out to prove a point, people are going to be paying attention.
Yep.
There has to be a reason it's only $51. There has to be a reason. It's way too good to be true.
So I'm going to play devil's advocate here just a little bit.
Right.
So with Hasbro, they're limited by their manufacturing process, what is considered child safe, like the types of plastics that they can use. These companies can cut corners on that kind of thing because it's not marketed to 4+ like Hasbro is. So they can cut these corners. They can use different plastics that Hasbro is not allowed to use.
Well, I mean, how many people in group have had a Hot Toys figure in hand?
I have a few, quite a few.
Not me.
Have you? If this, I would put Inart above Hot Toys in quality.
Oh, you're talking about
I love them.
It's kind of
if they're getting into the 1/12 scale shit,
and then you add in kaiju,
I'm gonna be so broke.
I was looking at
if you want to figure you're not. That's not so bad.
Their
So,
1/6 stuff isn't cheap. That's for sure.
Their stuff is hard to get though. I mean, if you've got a source, that's good, but this is my experience, and admittedly, it's only with the 1/6 scale stuff. It's hard to get. You're gonna wait for it. I waited. What was that one? Holy crap! I'm totally spacing it.
A man or a woman?
It was a female figure. I didn't even get my hand.
Was it Wonder Woman with the rooted hair? Or Black Widow?
Blow up kaiju, Kitty. Blow up kaiju.
It was a female figure. I don't even remember because I sold it. It was gone before I even got my.
Inart did a 1/6.
Look at this.
Michael
Look at this.
Jackson.
He's got it right there. Look at this.
Oh, so is that the Inart one?
Is that? Yeah, I think so.
do you not have a
So
mic?
now we can answer all the questions that you guys are wondering about. Here we go.
You want to know?
Throw it on the floor. Throw it on the floor. Does it break? Question number one. No, look,
Was I blowing smoke up it, or is it as awesome as I think it
It's
is?
as awesome as people think it is.
it's
incredible.
not fragile. It's really not fragile. Like you can actually move it and all the things.
The only negative thing that I'll say about the figure is so let me show you the abs.
Yeah, let me see the ab crunch. That's
All
what
right.
I want.
So the ab.
His legs go past his head.
It's 3 pieces. It's the chest. There's a mid torso and the lower torso. Okay, so when you crunch them like that, that's as much as you're gonna get straight up. But you can move the legs forward, and then you get that.
And that's the prison rape scene.
Now, the only negative is the cape. The cape, this chest piece is magnetic. So it's basically seamless. You can see it's seamless.
Yeah.
The chest comes off, and you have to clamp these 2 small clamps into the chest cavity, and they don't both stay in at the same time. It's a pain in the ass to get them both in and flush. So each time I put the cape on, it took me probably like 10 minutes to get it to actually stay on so that it's in there and this closes right and it's flush and you're not going to have any trouble. But once you get that taken care of, everything is good.
Is it worth the journey though?
So I got comped one for my channel, and I bought one because I went to an event in Tokyo in January where if you paid $50 for a VIP ticket, they promised you one of the Batman figures. So they reached out to me for my channel to review it, and I did. And I also got one for, like I said, for going to that event. So I paid $50 for mine. It's $51 for the regular. This is the regular. And it's $69 if you get the deluxe, which comes with the head. And the head
sculpt is amazing.
It's wild. So when this figure first leaked, like when the images first came out a year ago, people in the 1/6 community thought this was a 1/6 figure because the head sculpt and because of the body, it's so seamless. It really is. So for me, it's a game changer. So we're getting incredible quality at 1/12 scale, and we're getting something at a price point that is just mind blowing. You know, $51 for the regular, and then $69 for that incredible head sculpt. And you get a base and you get a stand as well for the deluxe. So the hands are great. They're pliable, so it's not that hard plastic. You can move the hands to adjust them. You get a lot of accessories. You get 4 bat boomerangs. You get the sticky bomb gun. You get a grappling gun, and you get the pulse cannon, the pulse gun.
Yeah. What is this fascinating accent you have? Where the fuck are you from?
From Japan.
Oh, it's very cool.
Jersey,
no
baby.
joke. Like it's very.
How
do you
come
not
on.
know?
Nobody know where I'm from? Come on.
How would I have guessed that?
Do I just know a little bit of Newark in that accent?
There's no. I'm not New Jersey. I'm not. I'm from Boston.
I was gonna say Boston. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
My apologies.
Now I get it. Okay.
So, have you noticed this trend though? So now we've got this coming out, then Storm Arena line. All these high-end companies are now almost making a, frankly, acceptable domestic priced product for imports. You're talking about shots fired to some of the casual collectors can now actually upgrade and be like, what the hell have I been buying for this maximum price when I can be getting this?
Well,
No pun intended, right?
Let's be honest about the price point. The number one increaser in license fees is the United States market, the North American market, right? So Inart is bypassing that. They realize that anybody who wants this from the States is just going to order it from one of these overseas retailers and just ship it over. So they're foregoing that high license cost that you're going to have to pay for the North American market, which keeps the price down, more affordable. And, people in this day and age, 2025, most people buy their figures online anyway, right? So, it's a good move. And, it was mentioned earlier, LPZZ is doing some figures. I have a video from the Inart event in Tokyo that I went to in January on my channel, and it shows like Catwoman. Yeah. Catwoman's coming out. It's the same level as this, and they have all these other figures. They got Bruce Lee, and they got some other things. But
the one that I had was the Monkey King in the 6-inch, and if they do that in a 12,
they have it. Yeah, they're doing it in one spot.
I'm gonna be all over that.
Yeah,
all over that. That was a great figure.
So at the event, you said you got that at the event. Did you get to see the other, like the whole lineup that they showed?
Yeah. So like I said, there's video. I have a video on my channel, and they probably had, just off the top of my head, so they have 2 different Bruce Lee figures. We've only seen one in the yellow suit. They have one from, I think it's like the Chinese Connection, I think, where he's in his wife beater and his blue pants. Yeah. They had 2 figures from the Dark Knight Rises. There was this figure and then the Catwoman, as I said. And then there were then there was that all those figures, like the Wukong stuff. Mm-hmm. And then there was some other like Batman, like I forget the line.
The metal, the
dark metal.
Yeah, the dark metal stuff. Yeah.
I want those so
all
bad.
in all, there were probably like 10 to 12 figures that they showcased, maybe.
I dropped $500 for all that.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, if they're keeping the price point at this, so they said at the event that most of their figures would be like $50 to $80. Mm-hmm. And when you look at what they showcased, and you say $50 to $80 for these, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I would expect 80 for the bat was like the bat
the Doomsday one.
The Doomsday Batman.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like, if they get the license for anything, all they need is the license for China. If they can pay for the license for China, so they can make sure that all these retailers get it, and it'll definitely keep the cost down.
So it's sort of similar to what High is doing with the G.I. Joe line. They're selling it exclusively in Asia, and people have to outsource it to get it here.
Yeah,
but you see, like with Inart, you see them on Amazon every now and then.
So the
not
Inart,
not all the figures, but
the 1/6 figures from Inart, the first couple sold out really quickly. So like the Joker and Gandalf and those things. But a lot of the stuff is sitting now. I think they responded to the demand, they responded to the market, and then they overproduced a little bit more. And now you're seeing a lot of stuff just sitting.
I'll have to go
So no idea when these are going to release. This is Inart. If you do follow Inart, they put stuff out in waves. So you'll get a first wave, a second wave, a third wave, even a fourth wave, and it tends to encompass a year. So once something comes out, and what Inart does is they send stuff out usually to like YouTubers first or Instagrammers. And then you'll get another wave, and then another wave, and then another wave. So whether these are good to go now, I have no idea. But when you do order on Friday at the usual suspects, whoever carries this type of stuff, you should prepare maybe for up to a year for it to release.
Yeah.
Damn.
But it's crazy. Like this is so good. So you're getting the quality of 1/6 stuff with the playability of a 1/12.
Yeah.
It's
I believe
incredible.
every word you just said, and you're like, I believe you. The thing is, like, if I can't order it easily, they can go fuck themselves. Like, it's not something I'm dealing with. That's just personal. Like, I don't blame anyone for going out of their way, but what's that?
Jersey.
I don't think it's going to be an issue of it selling out. I don't think that's going to be an issue. I think the issue is just simply be, who are you going to buy it off of? So it was mentioned like Gundam, Pop Collectibles, Toys Metaverse, 5K Toys, 1/6 Kit. All of these retailers should most likely have it.
Remember when Dorkside just went out of business out of absolutely nowhere for no seeming reason? No, you're telling me all of these things that are not like Big Bad Toy Store and Amazon. So like, no, this is like, again, you guys, all you.
Look,
I don't care how good it is. If it's a year away, no way am I ordering from someplace Pop Collectibles because Brandon says it's okay. Like, I'm just not.
I'll put two in the cart.
Brandon, I love you though.
I'll put two in the cart, and if it works out, I'll hook you up.
I'm getting another one myself.
Right.
I'm gonna get another one just to hold
You've
on to.
already got two. What the fuck do you need three for?
Because I want to use my brain to something that. Listen, I'm in Japan. I can't get the stuff from America easily. So sometimes it goes either way, right? So
and I definitely want to say, my experience with dealing with Inart and them selling out, that's been at least that's been a bit that. So my information may be very dated. So
yeah, it's like I said, like the first 2 or 3 figures, they sold out fairly well, but then everything subsequently has been like the Pennywise sold out, the Gandalf sold out, Joker sold out, but the new Aragon, the Superman, like these figures, they've been sitting.
Hey, I'll pay you.
Dude.
I'll pay you $200 if you send me one right now.
That 1/6 Michael Jackson is crazy.
Listen,
looking.
on my Facebook group, we're waffling a deluxe one right now.
Oh.
Waffle meaning raffle.
Yeah, right.
So if anybody wants one right now, there is an option.
Oh, nice.
If there's ever
I think I'll
anything
check
you
that out.
want, by the way, like I'll hook you up. Like I'll buy whatever you want and send it to you. Like I already like you enough for that, and I've known you for 3 minutes now. So
3 minutes.
just message me.
Because you guys go to the same barber.
We do.
Yeah, we
I
can
just
do a
seriously though. I
crate
just followed
size,
you on Instagram. Like if you ever need anything from over here, I will. I send to my friend in Australia all the time. So.
Yeah, like
I'll
for
have
example,
one
like the
for
Target stuff, right? Like the Target or Walmart. I can't get any of that stuff. It's really
we
difficult.
can't get it either. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
No, fuck that. Listen, they don't call me the maniac for nothing. I get everything. So no, anything that you need, I will fucking help you. It's totally fine.
You do be getting stuff quick, Maniac. You put up quick
No
reviews on
shit.
some of this stuff.
Exactly.
Well, the stuff that
we
we get from Walmart and
do not
Target.
fuck around up here.
IG, so.
Any other
Yeah.
questions about the figure? Well, we're kind of here.
No,
what's
I
the
want to
weight
show.
on it?
I don't have all night, so I want to show my pickup, Brandon. Come on, put me on the
when
now.
Kaiju, when do you think that's going to drop?
So it's going to be Friday, I think. So they put out an embargo on anyone posting video and pictures of the figure until this past Monday at 10 a.m. Beijing time. So I'm thinking probably 10 a.m. Beijing time, which I'm in Japan,
no,
so
I'm not
we're an
talking
hour.
about-
So maybe like 10. No, sorry, maybe about 10 p.m. East Coast U.S. time, maybe.
And that's available.
Thursday night.
Available, already produced, ready to rock.
No. So
Or
this is what I
that's
said.
pre-order?
I don't know if this is going to be good to go. I'm not sure.
Okay.
They've already released some to the people who went to the Japan event, and they released some to influencers. But in terms of like being able to meet the demand of the pre-orders, I have no idea.
Why do I hear elevator music?
It's like that. It's like that every week.
Because Laser Pants is here.
Yeah.
Kaiju, just out of curiosity, where in Japan are you?
I'm in Tokyo.
Oh, in Tokyo. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
We do have a super chat from LP. Let me.
That's
go ahead and
hilarious.
Pop that up.
I can't. I can give the laser pants wink to him if you need it.
Pretty sure Kaiju and Jersey Maniac are the same person. There's some high level AI happening.
He's a
We
funny
could
boy.
all of us could wink at laser pants.
I don't have to do the thing.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. He gives me the winks. I don't.
I'm
wink
still
at him.
waiting for Laser Pants to invite me on his stream. I'm still waiting. Come on. Come on.
Still
Would you
waiting.
look at that? A super chat. But let's keep it going. I like the energy. Let's keep it up.
He doesn't like.
Lazy
Are you a
Pants
shill?
is
'Cause
the
that's the only
stealer.
reason he wouldn't like you, and you
No,
don't
no,
strike
I'm too
me as a
handsome.
shill.
Doesn't like me.
It ain't shilling if it's a
Pretty,
good product.
True.
This is true.
So if I can just show you guys like this
Kaiju,
is-
Laser Pants said you've been on this show.
I've been on it once, and that was a mistake. So you can see, you can see the gap in a regular. This is the Mafex
I'm
version.
fucking
This is the
dead.
Mafex.
Yeah.
You can see the gap,
Yeah.
and this is what you're gonna get with the normal, top end stuff. But the fact that everything on this one is so flush and so great, it doesn't have a butterfly joint. It's very, very minimal, but the bicep swivel, like I said, it does allow for you to get that pose in if you want to get
It's a good pose.
It
It's
is a
very
good
nice.
I think it's like a straight bar, right? Like the shoulder's like a straight barbell, like a McFarlane, right? And it has like a
Yeah.
cap. Yeah.
You talking
Damn,
about
I'm
me?
excited.
Huh? You talking about me?
So what's gonna happen is on Friday during Figure Fight Club's main episode, we're gonna all just jump on and order this shit live, basically.
Yeah, you should, man. You really should. Cancel your maximum Spider-Man.
Yeah, but will it drop Beijing time or will it drop like Eastern?
So, like I
Standard Time?
said, Friday morning Beijing time will be Thursday night East Coast.
Oh,
US.
backwards Thursday night.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're way ahead of us, bro.
No distractions.
I get
so-
that same shit with Takara stuff that drops.
Nice. Well, yeah, we appreciate you confirming that. So now everyone has to just not miss it, and hopefully,
Yeah,
it's in
and-
enough
and it's
places
worth
that
it.
everybody gets one.
Well, while you're here, what'd you get? Where's your pickups, Kaiju?
This is my pickup.
That's it. That's all you got this week.
That's
I mean,
worth it.
like,
He's got
I got a
Batman.
lot of 112 stuff.
Jesus
So
Christ!
this is Hot Toys.
Don't
Good
even fit in the
Lord.
fucking screen.
Damn.
Look at this fucking thing.
Jesus.
I mean,
So
he
this is
fits.
my most
He just
recent
fights
pickup.
the 1/6 dudes. Look at him.
You can just
Yeah,
go to
I'm
like a
one.
normal
He's like,
store
oh,
and just pick that up, which is crazy.
I got too much.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at that shelf behind him. That's all fucking Hot Toys.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
just-
shelves all around me.
Just do like analog toys. Open that thing up and just.
And look, he's got
you'll
that
have
carded.
plenty of room.
He's got that carded Takara Cobra Commander back there too.
Well, that's the Chinese one.
Oh, the Chinese. Okay,
That's the Chinese one from many moons ago.
Damn.
There you go.
That's all
Laser
the
Pants
cool
got
last
another
one.
message for you.
Most of that stuff behind
Does
you
it?
is all 12-inch.
The stuff behind me is 12-inch. Yeah, that stuff is all 12-inch.
If you decline,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be on.
There you go.
Or you could just join with Canada and attack Laser Pants.
Yeah.
Well, it's already 3 POA, so you would already be joining.
Oh, I don't know if I showed this the last time I was on. I'm not really sure.
No cap.
So if anybody missed out, these came out last year.
Oh, that John
This
Wick.
is the AT Custom.
That's the double pay.
Yeah. Oh, I remember
Yeah.
seeing those. I passed on those.
Yeah.
ones, but they look amazing.
That's cool.
They're so
Laser Pants was bragging those up. I should have ordered them.
It
Oh,
looks
they're
good.
so good. So good.
Damn.
But yeah, look
All
at
right.
these overseas websites. Don't just shop with Big Bad. There's a lot of
Brandon,
good stuff.
bring
out of China.
Jersey up.
I highly
Right.
recommend Show Z and Gun Damn It. I've been buying off of them for years, and
Yeah.
They are
Shows
established.
yeah.
They're not like your dork side toys of vanishing.
Remember when Dorkside went out of business out of absolutely nowhere? Do you remember it?
Dark Side Toys.
Do you?
Get up.
And if anybody collects the Mafia
Jersey,
stuff,
Jersey,
that's
go to
Toby,
Chesapeake Knife and Tool.
the Tobey
What's that?
Maguire Spider-Man from Mafex, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, should drop anywhere between today and Friday.
Ooh.
this dude wants all of you to spend $1 million. Like, come on. Mafex, Hot Toys, Inart. Spend your money at international
Get
toy
the
sites.
economy going.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Did somebody say Dark Side Toys?
Good one.
Yeah.
Kaiju Daddy single-handedly propping
Oh,
up the
man.
Japanese economy.
Yeah, I can't afford
Seriously.
none of that. I
right,
did
I'm
the
gonna-
Mythic Legion's dragon.
I'm gonna bring on.
Oh, I need that.
I'm gonna
You want to get me
put-
something, man? You can get me the dragon.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
waiting just to
Dude.
get-
I mean,
Oh my
I can
god!
order it
Could
for
you
you, but,
imagine
like,
what
shipping
shipping
to
to
you is gonna
Japan
be-
would be?
I know what shipping to Japan
Like,
is on this.
oh my God.
Stupid.
What?
This
What?
is the thing.
What was
It's made
it?
in China, and then I gotta pay for it to ship to America, and then pay for it to ship here again.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just pay
You just
somebody
need-
to rob
hey.
the docks.
Yeah, you just need somebody over there in
Yeah.
the docks. Yeah, that's J Max
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, shit falls off the boat all the time around here in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
And then it shows up on Weeaboo or Weeaboo.
Yeah, they got those islands
It
that
shows up wherever the fuck it
always
shows
fighting over.
up.
Just staying on one of theirs and wait.
I have a theory that's where that screwed up Maximum Spider-Man came from.
Yeah, they're not all
obviously.
gonna look
Yeah.
like that. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm not. I didn't order that damn Maximum Profit shit.
Hell no.
God. I have to see it for myself. Like
Not-
I have to.
Not
review
when,
it.
not
I
when you
have
can
to.
still
So,
get Renew My Vows. As long as you can still find Renew My Vows, nobody needs another Spider-Man.
So if you get one in hand, Jersey, and you flip it over and you see those lines fucked up, are you gonna say this is a great figure?
no. Dude,
Okay.
who the hell got the idea that I would ever say something like that?
Brandon
My
already said it.
God.
He's like, I don't care. I ordered two. It's great.
I mean,
Yeah, but I don't
was
want
right
it.
there
I don't
with
want it
him. I
fucked
ordered
up.
3.
Yeah,
All I
I
know
ordered
is
fucked
3.
up though.
I'm gonna sell one. I
Head
love me
Cannon,
some
did you just say you
collector's
ordered
property.
3?
Well,
No,
there you
no,
go.
no.
I used
Oh,
on a
yeah.
Maximum Spider-Man kaiju.
I used
So
to
that
get all-
Maximum Spider-Man for Japan costs more than the Mafex Spider-Man.
Why? Why? That makes
I
no
used to-
sense.
I used to do
Hasbro
quality
stuff
shirts
over here
in
costs
industrial settings.
so much money because
Thank
they
you.
don't have a license.
Industrial settings. So I know
That's the other side of that import coin.
Yeah,
You need to get a friend with the Yakuza, my dude.
You really do.
You know what I'm saying?
I got some tattooer buddies over there. What you need, Kaiju?
Somebody make something that falls off the boat.
Is anybody coming over for celebration? No.
To Japan?
No.
Yeah, for the Star Wars celebration. No.
You lost your bird.
That would be awesome. I would totally do that.
I mean, if I had
Does
disposable
anybody-
income, I would.
Does anybody here collect Transformers?
I don't
do.
collect Hasbro, but I do.
My
So-
oldest son
That looks
is a
nice.
Transformers fan, and he's
I
got
mean,
the
you might want to
Prime-
make an exception for that one.
Yeah.
Because look how
I think
fucking
it's pretty
cool
boss.
that is.
I like
I'm
the
a
flame.
What's
fan
that?
of Simon Furman's work. Let's put it that way. And he wrote The War Within.
I don't know what that is. I don't really collect
That's
Transformers.
the
I
comic.
just, I'm
That's
just
the
buying
comic
these
book that character was in.
because they're so fucking cool. Like especially this one. Like these
Those
flame,
flame
effects.
effects turned out nice.
You wouldn't think they would have because it's cheap Hasbro bullshit, but it sucks, dude. Like I give them so much shit for the licensed stuff, but when you look at the difference between classified Transformers and then Star Wars and Marvel, like there's a world of difference. Like the licensing crap definitely plays a huge part. It's such a shame.
Hey,
You know?
Takara's been doing some good stuff. Even if Hasbro's the carrier, I like Takara.
Takara designs
Dude,
most of the
that-
stuff.
Yeah, Takara's the brainchild of
Onyx-
Hasbro
yeah.
Transformers.
One of the dudes posted the Onyx Prime. Like, oh my god, I'll pay whatever they want for that. It looks fucking amazing. And again, I don't even like Transformers. I have like 30 of them. Like the best thing they can do is give me a collection within a collection. Like 13 Primes, we're gonna make them in 2 years. Like, okay, I can't get the Legends team to finish one fucking team in 20 years.
Oh, come on, man. Like, they started the Masterpiece line in Transformers
We got X Factor.
literally like 15 years ago, and they still haven't given us
Yeah.
all the G1 Transformer Autobots.
Yeah, because they got to go back and
All
fix
the
all the
G1.
early ones they did and re-release them
Wait,
updated.
Party Transformers are
Think
superior
of what you just said.
than Takara.
Think of what you just said. Seriously, all the G1 Autobots. Like,
Season
how
one-
many is
Season
that?
1 G1. Season 1 G1. They haven't given us the ARC crew yet.
How many
We're
and
still
how
waiting.
many Transformers are in that?
So for the
There's what?
Autobots,
13?
for the Autobots there were like 12, and for the Decepticons there were like 10. We're talking
12.
15 years. That's enough time to complete that.
And how
line.
many have they made? How many
They've
have they made?
They've made probably for the 12 Autobots they've made probably 10 of them, and for the Decepticons out of the 10 they probably made 7. They
Listen
keep
to me.
going back. We've gotten like 4 different Optimus Primes.
3 different Starscreams.
They
Retooling.
the Legends team can't even finish the fucking Inhumans, which is like 5 figures. You've got 10 of 12 in 15 years. Like you're winning. You're winning. I wish
Who the
I
hell
liked the
wants
shit
all the
you like.
Inhumans?
Well, now we need new ones
Me.
because now the old
I
ones
want
suck.
all the fucking Inhumans.
But they ended the Masterpiece line. It's done.
Oh, it is.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
It's MPG.
Oh, I
wow.
didn't know
It's
that.
not
I just
It's
saw
now
one on
MPG.
shelf like in December.
And MPG is a
Laser
different
fans
scale.
retarded.
It's smaller.
Oh wow.
May I present
No,
to
I-
you?
All right, never mind.
This is
I-
all
What?
you need.
I feel for you.
This is all you need right
Look at
here.
this guy argue with his AI self.
No, I saw your review.
Which one is
on-
the
on
AI,
that,
ladies and
that figure?
Kaiju.
Wait,
Jersey.
what prime are you holding up?
This is the YOLO
This is
part.
Megatronus.
Oh, the Yellow Park is really good.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
Yellow Park's
you
sick.
want a good Transformer display,
That you don't have to transform.
but looks like the Okay, but who's
I
gonna sit
guess
there with
no.
a masterpiece
I know.
figure?
No, that's a good thing. I don't transform my Transformers.
Not
I
a
like that.
Transformer
Masterpiece right
Yeah.
here.
I have the
Never.
Yellow Park. He's
I want
sick.
nothing to do with it.
Jersey,
is
what are
them-
those little buildings next to you? Do you make
I want
those?
nothing to do with it.
Those
Jersey.
are Legos. Those are
I
Legos.
love
Those are
this.
Legos?
This
Are you
is
kidding?
Lego.
I see. I know this shit. Right there on the left is the McAllister house. That's
I thought they
is
were
that
like
Hogwarts?
little buildings
Yeah.
for like
And
D&D.
then there's Brad
The
Durr
Sauron
in the back.
Yeah.
They're too modern. for
Baradur
that.
is the greatest Lego ever made.
Yeah, that's sick.
You should totally put a
I got this
webcam
today
in it.
too. I didn't open it yet, so I don't know if it's any good.
Yeah.
But it's
It-
the Prima
that-
Prime.
Yeah,
whoever the fuck that is.
Prime it's a good one. My son got that one and Solus, and they're really good.
That's crazy.
I love my
I
Yoda.
went shopping today. I couldn't find Solus. No one had it.
Was that Target or Walmart?
Brandon, real quick before I have to go. This was GameStop, but actually Walmart had it too.
GameStop.
All right, real
Yeah,
quick before
GameStop.
I have to go. Brandon, sir.
Yep.
When you get that command center inside of your house,
yeah,
I might have to come visit and see it. Like so this is one of those things I have to see it in real life. And if he's like, I'm watching the video and he's like, I only want to make like 20 of these. And I'm like, oh my God, only 20. So you might be the only one I know that ever gets one.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I might have to take a road trip because I have to see it. I
think he did say
he's
going
gonna
to
be at
make
Legion
some.
Con.
He's going to make some to bring to shows, and he's ready to sell them on the spot if people want one.
November 7th, Legion's.
So he's going to bring it to Legion's Con.
He should have it at Legion's Con. Yeah.
He said he was bringing it to
I have to make
what's his name's Gaines's show too. I thought.
Yeah.
Newburgh,
New Jersey, New York.
I doubt he's going to sell it at Legion's.
That's this weekend.
I do believe I am
I can give you
number
the address.
one who bought it, so that's cool.
Dude, how timely was that selling of those McFarlanes?
I know.
Like,
It's like it was
that's
literally fate. It was meant to be.
No,
you sold 200 turds to get like the biggest piece of gold ever made.
Yeah. I saw the pictures as he was building it. He showed me behind the scenes, and now it's all out. I mean, I've seen others try like make it, and it's like okay. And I've even thought about making my own, but no one will beat this. Like unless a high end company puts it would cost even. It would. I mean, this is not going to be beat for a long time.
No, this is like having Gordon Ramsay cook you a beef Wellington in your house. You're never going to have anything like that ever again.
Yeah, the fiber optics alone on that. I've done fiber optics. That he's a madman, a fucking madman. Respect.
And the fact that you can plug it in and it can stay on, you can put it on a smart plug, so when you come home and you say let there be light and it all turns on, like yes, absolutely.
Oh
yes.
my God.
Like,
dude, how the fuck do you have room though? Like, who are you that has this spare room? You've been collecting for how many years? How do you have room?
You make room.
I made sure when I moved here that I had a spare room just to do this, but I haven't even used it yet. So my toys, they're in the kitchen, they're in the living room, they're in the hallway. My whole house is just a toy museum, basically. So there's no one here. There's no one here to tell me not to.
How much is that command center?
2,000.
It's $2,000.
Perfect.
$2,000, yeah.
Golly.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That ain't
450
nothing
down
to
right
sneeze at.
now.
That was more than my first car. So like,
that really, it really.
But
looks
it's not.
worth
It's
every
not
penny,
$2,000
though.
right now.
Yeah,
You can.
You can. I mean, I'm sure Duarte
you
would
will
love
not get
that.
it in hand until he
just-
gets his $2,000.
I'm just trying to figure out how he's making money off of it, even at $2,000.
He's not. It's a passion project.
I mean that's amazing because it's like
I mean, yeah, your labor, but like if you can sacrifice your time, you'll get money. But time is valuable too, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's why he also said he has a cutoff rate, because he's gonna do it like an assembly line. He's gonna do this much and just bang, bang, bang on that, and then next part, bang, bang, bang on that. And he's
got
already
other
done
stuff
one.
he wants to
So
do.
he knows exactly what to do now.
You guys heard the tease. You heard the tease on
I wanna know.
3POA when he was on. They're doing something.
I want to
with
know what that
Valves.
is. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up,
I definitely
Dish?
want to know what that is. We do not. I have to make a post about this too. I like watching Bobby on 3POA. We do not appreciate that man enough. Like, I understand not everyone is going to like him, and that's all well and good. But the information that he is willing to put into the world, he's the
it's
most
priceless.
transparent human in the industry.
I can utterly excuse
And
that
you know
man.
what? He may get angry, but I'll tell you, that is one of I've dealt with thousands of people artistically over the last 40 years, and I have never dealt with anybody as nice as that man. He is professional.
In person, it's so it's crazy.
Don't waste
dude.
his fucking time.
It's different.
But
It's
that
very
is one
different
of
in
the
person.
nicest people I have ever dealt with.
Well, he's done
No,
something.
dude, there's
that,
3 Bobbies. There's in-person Bobby, there's his own channel Bobby, then there's 3POA Bobby. You would never know 3POA Bobby exists if you just met him in person.
Yeah.
He's sure you did. If one of them assholes came up and said something dumb to him, the 3PO Bobby would come out because it would deserve to come out.
Well, he's done something that all of us at one time probably sat there and said we would do, but never followed through on it. He sat through under bad management, bad leaders, bad business practices, and said, you know what? I should start my own company and do the opposite of everything these jerks are doing. But he actually went out and did it.
And you know, the other side of that coin is dealing with all that bullshit over the years. He went past burnout.
Yeah.
And excelled. Because I guarantee you don't leave the way he left, dealing with all that shit, and not just never want to touch this shit again.
He went out and he was like, I'm going to make G.I. Joe with blackjack and hookers. And then he made G.I. Joe with blackjack and hookers.
Well, here's the big
Just
thing
wait
people
till
don't
those
realize.
street humans.
I have to go, gentlemen. The wife is waiting. I will see you folks later.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Appreciate it, man. Here's the thing about people like Bobby, Todd McFarlane, and honestly, I'm going to say this. I know we don't care for the guy, but Brian Flynn. These are people who have to have this attitude because they are betting on themselves. If they can't back them, believe in themselves 110%, then why should anyone have faith in them?
I don't know if I would put Brian Flynn in that category.
Well, no, because he started the company. It's because he started the company. I'm not saying I have to like the product. I'm just saying the fact he's.
I don't think he measures up there.
I'm just anybody who just have the cojones to start their own business. I'm not saying he's the best of them. I'm just saying.
I'm with you on McFarlane. But
No, but David's absolutely right, because if you're gonna start your own company and you're gonna appeal to the masses, like you have to believe in yourself to do this shit. And like
notice we make the jokes about street humans, and you know why we make the joke about street humans? Because
so many reasons.
But one of the things was he flinched. He did not have the confidence in himself. Look at
he just straight up didn't have a good product. That's what it was.
Unparalleled Universe. He had confidence in his product. He did not falter. Everyone who's been Mad Hatter with the with Flipboard, he had confidence in the product. He had confidence. So if you, all these people have to have that.
I think you're confusing confidence with a whole lot of not give a fuck.
Well, the other side of the confidence coin is you got to be able to own your failures too.
That is true. You're not
and
wrong.
That's one thing that
you also have to have the knowledge to back it up. Confidence is one. You know, I could be, as an artist, I can be confident, and I've seen this in like the tattoo community. I know a shit ton of crappy tattooers who will fuck somebody up in a heartbeat, who've got no knowledge base and nothing to back up what they're doing, but they're confident that they can do it.
No regard.
And, you know,
well, that's the thing that we're also talking about is intelligence versus wisdom. Like you might have the intelligence to do a thing, but you might not have the wisdom to go with it. Vice versa of that is you'll have the wisdom to do a thing, but not the intelligence on how to go about it. So
you know, Todd McFarlane, you know, I'll tell you, I've met Todd a couple times. He is, you know, he's a nice guy. He really is. He does care. He cares more about his comics and, you know, just putting out what he likes than anything else. I think Brian Flynn's just a piece of shit.
What do you think Duarte's doing? What do you think? It's not confidence. No. They just don't give a fuck.
No,
Here,
they
put
do.
it out.
That's not.
If you
that's
like
not
it,
true.
If you like it, you like it. If not, kick
No,
rocks.
I'm just talking about. This is why someone like Bobby has to have that attitude, because he's always betting on himself. And if he doesn't have confidence in himself, and this is just any entrepreneur.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But they do care. You know, they can put off the air of not caring. That, you know, well, if you don't like it, you know, whatever. But it's you're always, as an artist, and I'm just going to speak for myself. You know, I can put out something and you're always going to care. And, you know, and you're going to read them comments and shit's going to fucking burn.
But
No,
you're going to read something you don't like.
No, I disagree fully with that because, like, even as a storyteller, when I was running D&D online and doing all that, I would get people that would bitch at me about it. They would tell me that I'm doing a piss poor job. Fuck them. I had the confidence to know what I was doing, and I had the not give a fuck attitude that Jay was talking about. Because I can tell a fucking story. 2 feature films fucking say so. So
both things can be true though, Jeff. And you know, if somebody said something like that, it still hurts to hear shit like that.
Oh no, it does.
There's always going to be that group. You're not going to appeal to everybody ever.
Oh yeah. Well,
ever.
yeah, those.
So when you think the sketches are in front of him, he's about to send it off to China. What do you think's going through his head? Do I like it? Do I like it? Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna send it off. If everybody else likes it, cool, man. Cool.
Well, you're always, when you're as an artist, when you're putting out work, you're always the first line. The buck stops here. You know, that's his work.
Right.
It ends
and
with
I'm
him.
Sure
he can't say,
like
well,
it,
it was.
But at the end of the day, it's do you like it as the artist? And at that
sure.
point, if you like it, it's you. Some people will like it, some people won't like it, and you already know that.
I don't think any of us are wrong in this case. We all got good points with this.
Well, then there's Hasbro, who there's no way they like this shit they put out. There's no way. There's no way.
Hasbro don't even look over it twice. That's how you get a six-finger dude with a clip in backwards.
They did back in the day when it was Bros starting it. Yeah. When it started, at the beginning of anything before it grows.
If I could rewind time.
But you know, even with Hasbro, I think some of those guys, I think some of them's some of them, you're right. I don't think some of them give 2 shits. They're getting a paycheck and they're going home at night. Some of them, I think, genuinely care about what they're doing.
Yeah.
They just get their hands fucking tied.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's corporate bullshit.
I will say that's kind of wrong because the ones who care.
You're wrong, Avi. LP already said it.
The ones who care get laid off.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they
literally
because
you're too much of a problem. Yeah.
Because Hasbro literally just launched with no fanfare, just launched their digital tabletop thing for D&D where you can play D&D online, and then laid off 90% of their digital staff.
Yeah. And it's
but I'll tell you, that was going to happen regardless, and I'll tell you why. Because Hasbro is making the exact same follies that TSR made, and that Warhammer and a lot of these companies that when you produce, like, man, I still got my Volume 1 and Volume 2, fuck 3 and 3.5, and my Volume 5 editions, and I don't need Hasbro to make any more books. I've got 3 different editions that are all viable to play. What the fuck do I need any more books for?
We were talking about companies before, and we were talking about like how one can be so great and one can be so shitty. So this is the perfect example. These figures were made by the same company.
Man, you really hate that fig.
Before you really blow them up to show that off.
Yeah, hold
Before
on.
you guys, I need to walk over to my gate, so I'm saying goodbye right now.
I'm sorry. I made this point.
Hey, travel, Bobby.
You board the flight. Have a good one.
Well, I'm about to walk over to my gate, though. Bring Talib in, please. After I leave.
All right. Fly safe.
Right, fellas. Thank you, man.
Bro.
Take care, guys.
Have a good one.
So I made this point Sunday. I'll fucking make it again. The same company made these figures. The same company. And one is 1,000 times better than the other. Yes, I added a jacket. But I mean...
The same company made RoboCop and RoboCop 3.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I mean, RoboCop 3 is a classic, and RoboCop 1 is clearly terrible. I'm watching Dave have a heart attack. I'm watching. I'm waiting.
Dude, Hasbro's got to step it up with the capes. They got to start putting soft goods out. I don't give a shit. They got to do something. Like,
yeah, right. You can soft goods with one of their capes on the.
Yeah, or just God. Yeah,
See,
soft goods is the
Hasbro's
way.
done soft goods. They did it with a couple of figures, and it ain't good. It ain't good.
Don't they do it?
Your
Do a
boy
lot with
from
Star
Columbia's
Wars?
in here.
Actually, the Star Wars stuff is getting kind of good. They're doing it with Star Wars. That's a good point.
I was gonna talk about that when I was showing off what I got for tonight.
Magic wand, make Jeff grow.
Small.
Make magic wand, make
yeah.
Jeff grow.
There we go.
Ooh.
I was in a.
You gotta remember, Brandon's in control now.
No nerfs.
The new wave of Star Wars, the Luke and the
ship drives a
the
little slower.
New Hope
Yeah.
Luke and the New Hope Leia.
Yeah.
And
The low rider.
that
my
Leia
car.
was nice, but that Luke was shit.
Brandon,
Sorry, is it Leia or
I'm going to
Luke?
ask you though, what version of the Power Rangers are you going to put with that command center?
Let's go.
Right now the Mezcos.
Okay.
Yeah, the Mezcos. But I'll put Alpha in there. I got an Alpha ready to go.
I know everybody's overwhelmed by that command center, but those cockpits, the Zord
Yeah.
cockpits.
Those are cool too. You guys saw the
I'm not
animation,
even.
right?
I'm not even. Listen, I've never been into Power Rangers at all. I like the Japanese version. This shit God damn it, Duarte. It's like y'all with Mythic Legions trying to sucker me into something. Them cockpits almost got me making me want to buy Power
I don't know if y'all heard, but he will just like if you want a Destro and you just want one lit up thing and you don't want it to be blue, he can do that for you. Like hit him up and ask.
Yeah.
And he can do that for you.
So, my biggest disappointment with all of this that Dark Duarte is doing, and I'm going to come off as an asshole. I wish that you would have made the Megazord command center so that the Green Ranger can give the Rangers the business and toss them under the goddamn robot. Besides that, you know.
No, he said he's going to make a Power Ranger cockpit. I know he's going to make the
Yeah.
Okay, well, never mind then.
Yeah.
For the
He's gonna
Megazord.
make the
It's in the
Megazord
works.
It's just
That's
gonna be
cool.
a giant floating head you can put on this shelf with like
That's
the
the-
horns and everything. It'd be sick.
I think about the time Brandon gets his Megazord built. Duarte's going to have an 11-foot tall.
Yeah, he backed out of that.
I don't know if you guys heard. I backed out of that. I'm done with that. I jumped out.
Really?
Yeah.
How-
they were dicking me around with the shipping on my last two ones, and I just was like, I just thought about it and I thought about it, and I was like, dude,
And then
this is.
Duarte announced his thing. And you're like,
Then he
No,
announced
keep coming back
this,
to
and
this
there's so much.
show, as I want
Yeah,
to see
so
the
I-
progress of that thing.
So you're gonna get this
I
command
backed out.
center, and it's not gonna be lit up in the back right there. It's gonna be in another room somewhere.
Well, this actually. This
That
was
makes
only
as much
temporary.
sense
This
as
isn't
getting
the
super
final
well.
version of my stream setup. So I plan on moving it into the other room once it's all built out and everything. Because this is the master bedroom. So,
Wait,
yeah.
that's where
You
the
should-
magic happens?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
buddy.
step on you step
Command
on
center.
figs and don't break shit and
all eyes on me.
Once he has the
All
command, once Brandon has the command center, that's where the panties will be dropped.
that's where the magic will happen is in the
When he-
command.
Hey ho, watch where you step and don't break the figs.
So,
Oh.
so Brandon, you need to take all the parts that you have thus far and make a smaller, like 1/24th dio with like the Megazords under construction.
Yeah, or like it like just blew up or something, and
Yeah,
it's like
just have the
all-
parts over there.
Yeah.
No, what you should do is when you hit the command center, is you replace the Zordon head with the tablet, and you stream from the tablet from the Zordons from the Zordon part of the.
What I might do is have
Make
Remember,
yourself
there's
look
an
like one of
episode-
the Power Rangers.
there was an episode when the White Ranger was like first revealed, and he's like the light opens up and he's like coming down from the top. I'm gonna string up White Ranger, and he's gonna be like coming down. It's gonna be pretty cool.
That should be the new Figure Fight Club opening. You have Avi's head floating in there.
I did that on a teaser where I used that scene
Just don't.
and I pulled my helmet off and I was like, "What up, bitches?"
Brandon, find me 10 YouTube streamers with attitude to be on the open mic night.
But I think what people are forgetting about is like it's not just the command center, but like you turn it around and it's the
outdoor.
whole freaking building. Like
I know.
that itself is a diorama. Like
I
on
would
the outside.
love. I mean, I actually would have the exterior. I would love to have that just as my backdrop, not the interior, but that
Yeah.
exterior of it.
I'm gonna actually have it on a turntable, like those big ass turntables for like statues. So it's gonna like revolve and like spin and shit.
You gonna get any
It's gonna be
microphones or
dope. Microphones? Oh,
Really?
because
I still can't believe that building's a synagogue.
God damn it!
no, I just that one flew over the head.
I mean,
No, I'm
all-
freaking stoked to get
all
this
that's
shit.
over there.
Oh my god! Like, oh Jesus.
Good shit.
Hey,
I was just gonna pop in real quick, and I was about to tap out. I'm about to say, y'all have a good night. Take it
Yeah,
easy.
have a good one. Thanks for
Yeah,
stopping
man.
by.
Y'all have a good.
It's all about the Tuesday crew.
Oh, Dave, I was gonna show you these because you're the chip guy. Hold on.
Yeah, man.
2 Daves.
So I'm on a healthier diet now, and I wanted chips, and I came across these.
Tables and a microphone.
These are
Thanks, Max.
a company called Flock, and they are chicken skin crisps. They taste
What
like
the
KFC.
Flock?
Oh yeah.
These are
That's
so
funny.
delicious. It's
That's
insane how
good
good
with
these are.
it's good. Put it in some cane
man.
sauce. Y'all don't
I
have
can
it.
check it
idea
out.
is
We don't
You're
have that
getting non-poisonous food over there in Japan.
Yeah, we definitely don't have anything compared to that.
Listen,
I got these. These are
take-
the best ones though.
Take you some barbecue sauce, mix it with some mayo, put some pepper in it,
Yeah.
cane sauce.
That's
Dip
the
them
most
chicken
southern
chips
thing
in
I've
there.
ever
I think you can
You're
buy it at the
welcome.
store. No, but these ones, these are the
white people shit
the-
did you just
these are the
say?
hot Nashville ones. The hot Nashville chicken. These are so
really
good.
is.
I
These
just
are
get
big.
my own one. Chicken thighs. I
Those
literally
things look
took
legit,
it off
man.
and put that in the air
Yeah.
fryer.
Have you guys ever had
It looks
the
like-
chips you only serve in prison? Like the bags of chips that are specifically made for the prison system?
Oh, dude, those things are so popular in the market. It's not even funny.
They're really fucking good.
And they don't even do anything crazy to like merchandise them. They just dump the box and leave it there.
When I was in there, you got something called a hookup, and you know you really don't know what's gonna be in there.
Zuzus and wham whams.
I mean, it was mostly like oodles and noodles and whatever the fuck else you could find to throw in there. Like,
Want a cup of tea?
One of the guys
They don't-
that
they
works
don't
with me
give
on
you
his route, they
commissary in
actually
the drunk
delivered to a
tank.
prison.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
man.
knew how to make brownies out of the contents of an MRE.
Yep.
Y'all have a good one.
And that's all
Take
you
it easy.
need.
Have a good one,
I just
David.
cook. Like I just like you give me food, I'll cook you guys a meal. You know.
Yeah. That's how that works, dude.
I'm in hurricane country. If you don't know how to use MREs, you're gonna die.
I think it's called Stowaway Gourmet. Other than that, I'm not eating any kind of MRE or all them shits are nasty.
I think I got a box that's like 3 years old left over from Hurricane Delta in my that shit's still good.
Yeah, no.
Maybe.
I mean, I was just in.
What's
for
a
7
little
years. I had no
what's a
choice.
little botulism amongst friends?
Or them little them freaking bars, them calorie bars. There's 9,000 calories in this bar that you get.
Yep.
Hey, do you guys know the best way to pop the little peg out of the Mezco base? Because
Yeah, I use the stand. I actually use the stand.
I
Where did I
nowadays
pop the other end?
they're so like stuck in there, like it's like almost impossible to pop them out. I almost broke the plate in half trying to.
Jeff,
get it
Jeff's
out.
got you over there.
Is that a toenail clipper?
Yep.
Yeah, you use the corner of that and pop it up, and it comes out no problem.
And it goes from the top down, right, in
Yeah.
that direction. Yeah, I can't get it out.
Pop goes the weasel because the weasel goes pop.
That is
Yeah,
two
that's
90s references from Matt.
Nice.
That's exactly
Sorry, man.
what
I
I
had
was
to
gonna
back
say.
up Jeff.
I would totally do a show with Max and Jeff, just for the record.
Oh God. Can we have knives?
YouTube might frown against that.
Oh.
I would just
No,
bring out my
they only
stepdad,
frown against
and David
guns.
and I can talk about cooking, and everything will be fine, and we can
All
compare
right,
notes.
listen,
and,
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Hell yeah. No balls.
Damn, I needed like an explosion like gift to play on the screen. Damn.
I don't think I have one. I just got a what the.
See, I wish Streamyard would allow like GIF files like transparent. We could play over top, but it's not that sophisticated.
And I'm just too lazy. I got like 30 more buttons I could screw with. I'm just too lazy to do it. All right, you want to see my toys or not?
Okay, so
yeah, what do you got?
Show us what you got. We want to see what you got.
This is for Talib, by the way, because of how sexy those third party. These are my favorite Transformers. I sold all my mainline shit. This is a product called War in My Pocket. These things are so tiny.
Hey Max, can you press your swear button again real quick? I just want to let you guys see their reaction. This guy's reaction.
What this? What square button?
No, the beeping you did. Dobby likes that noise. He came running in here when he did it, so.
I got a dog whistle. You want the dog whistle?
No.
You heard it?
Those are the unique toys.
Hey, Dobby. Kill for me. Kill for me, Dobby.
It's like reverse Son of Sam.
But this was a 3-pack, and I mean, it is probably the most fun engineering wise I've ever had transforming any of these. I've got a bunch of these. Optimus, I've got Shockwave, Soundwave. I almost, when I was down selling all mine off down at Dallas Vintage Toys.
There you go.
They had the Dinobot collection, and I passed on it because they didn't have a box. But War in My Pocket, if you're looking for just a fun, and they're small enough that you could just have a shit ton of these things.
Oh, apparently
they scale to each other.
I also got the Bobby Vala Iceman.
Sorry,
How you doing, boys?
Bombasby has the Inart Batman on pre-order.
Where?
Nice.
Bombasby.
Bombasby? Yeah.
Bombus. Yeah.
They're based out of UK, by the way. if
Yeah, they're
anybody didn't
legit.
know.
Yeah. Well.
Hey,
I've picked-
Max, have you seen Dr. Wu?
Oh yeah, Dr. Wu makes. I've got a couple of theirs. I've got the Wheelie. I've got a couple of the cassettes that they're good, but they're a little.
They're really small.
Yeah.
These I didn't really feel too worried about breaking one of them, transforming it. With Dr. Wu, I'm like,
Yeah, because they're micro. Yeah.
I mean, it is. I was getting nervous on that wheelie I got, but he makes good products, and I like his add-ons when I was doing that. But it's over here. No, other side. I kept the Black Zarak because that's my boy. But other than that, I got rid of all my main line. Everything I've got's all third party.
Yep.
That's all I got. I just wanted to do something nice for Talib. He just looks like he needs it.
Thanks for thinking about me.
Yeah, my man.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Am I just tripping? Like I don't
Yes,
remember hearing.
probably. How many
Probably
mushrooms you eat?
None tonight, but I'm hearing elevator music, and it's driving me crazy. Like
You're the
I
only
don't
one
have-
hearing it, man. You are the only one.
What?
hearing it.
I have
No,
nothing
yeah.
else playing on my computer.
They
I
play
don't
that
have
every.
any-
That's not true. I'm hearing it too. Jay, you're not crazy.
They play
Wait,
that every week. You guys are just noticing it now.
Yeah.
Have you
Are you-
guys checked your house for carbon monoxide?
I'm about to
Yes.
go back and watch fucking videos now.
Yeah, there's always been background music.
Every week.
That shit must have been hitting hard the other weeks.
So this is like start menu music for like 10 Pin Alley or something.
I'm like, yo, this soft ass elevator music. I'm waiting to get to the fucking 100th floor. I keep hearing this shit.
It's a
The
big
track
building.
is called Gaslighting. You're never hearing it. We swear.
I'm just
I've
glad
never-
that I'm
like,
not
I
insane.
Since I said something the first time, I like checked and I'm like, no, nothing's running. Like,
Hey, Kaiju, which of the metal, the dark metal figures that you saw with Inart looked the most impressive?
That Doomsday looked incredible.
The Doomsday?
Yeah.
How did
Yeah.
Red Death look? Good in person?
I mean, they all look good. They all look good, but the size
fucking
and the sculpt on that Doomsday one was just next level. It was really
I mean,
good.
I
Everybody's
love
always
those
been-
death metal designs. That's actually why I ended up buying so many damn McFarlane figures, because he was bringing them out and they looked decent. And as soon as I saw those Inart ones, that's when I'm like, for sale.
Yeah.
Kaiju, I need the hookup. War in my pocket. But yeah, you got it. You know. Aren't they
Yeah, I
bad?
hear it now.
Tell everybody I'm not full of shit. These are badass.
They're great. They're great.
No, you're full of shit, but it's not about this.
Well, now I know like Magic Square and New Age are still making Legends. I've not heard of that company making stuff anymore. Are they?
Yeah, they're still
Warren
doing
Po-
stuff.
Yeah, they just did the well, it's been at least a year that I know of, but I also haven't been looking. They just did the Dinobot set here not too long ago.
Wasn't that Unique Toys that made those?
Might have been. Did the whole
There were
set
so
in, like,
many
one?
third-party companies doing everything.
Yeah, there's a shit ton.
I mean, that's how I completed my season 1 G1 art crew, was through third party. If it wasn't through third
Yeah,
party,
you
I
have
would never
to.
had it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fans Toys, Transform Element, X Transbots.
Yep.
It's the only way to do
Trans
it.
Toys, they're one of my favorites. They do the Beast Wars stuff.
Trans art, yeah.
Or Trans art.
I
yeah,
got
not
the
trans,
I got
yeah.
the Gigapower Dinobots, which have that chrome
Right.
on them. Really cool.
Well, so
they're much bigger though.
So Magic Square is making the MP Bruticus now. After they're done with that, they're supposed to be doing tune accurate Dinobots from their Dinobot molds in Masterpiece scale. Yeah.
Dude, that Magic Square Optimus is
What is it? Something light, right, Matt?
Yeah, like light a piece, I think is what it is.
That is probably the best Optimus on the market. That is, I want him so bad.
I got the Transform Element one, and I stopped with that because I thought that it would be very hard to top that. People say that Magic Square is incredible, but for me, like that Transform Element was just so good. I just stopped there with my primes.
So Kaiju. Yeah. So I was stationed in Japan in the 90s, and that was back, right in the middle of Super Sentai and Metal Hero and all this stuff. Is there anything over there right now that's not yet over on the American radar that's kind of like the new up and coming thing that's not an American property that they're redoing?
I don't know because if you look at like
He's holding out on us. Come on.
if you look
what
at the
don't we know
sales,
about
right,
that's
like
cool?
manga sales versus comic books.
Yeah.
Like manga's killing it, and everything
Yeah.
is so popular in the States that I don't really think there's anything here that hasn't made its way to the States in one way or another. I really can't think of anything really.
Thanks, Justin. Just gifted
I
a
remember,
membership.
I remember there used to be there used to be a significant lag. Like when I was over in 93, 94, it was right in the middle of Dragon Ball Z, Mass Rider, and Blue SWAT was like the big Metal Hero series when I was there, and a few others. Then I came back, and then a few years later, Gundam Wing had hit, and then Dragon Ball started. So it all started slowly, and now I guess the internet probably changed a lot.
Yeah, the internet
Much
changed
faster.
everything. It really has.
That they probably try to milk anything and everything they can because some things have hit over here.
Yeah.
Well, I know my kids are big into the anime too. And it's like all this new stuff. It's like the My Hero and the Chainsaw Man and the Spy Family. And
oh, you pissed it off, Max.
She stays pissed off. That's her secret.
You saw how quick my cat at me.
Kaiju, I have a non-toy question for you.
Yeah.
You're not a fucking Red Sox fan, are you?
Of course I am.
Get this fucking guy out of here.
Brandon, move my
He was
square.
cool.
Move
You
my
don't
square.
grow up in the
No,
city of champions without being totally into your sports teams. There's no way to do it. It's a different world in Boston with sports.
You breaking my
Everybody's
heart,
into it.
Jeff.
It's hard. It's real hardcore.
How do
you follow
It's so hardcore, y'all cheat
No,
and disturb
the
the
Japanese
team while
stuff
they're at
doesn't
the
really do it.
hotel room the night
If
before.
you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Because you don't have enough trouble.
That advice does not work for marriage, by the way.
Look,
you
like,
follow
to be
hockey-
honest, when I could,
hockey
the
kaiju?
first, when I could, I would make it to Fenway for a ball game, like whenever I was back east. So like,
We're
I love
talking
the- I love
sports.
the
Let's see
stadium.
how many viewers just left.
No shit, right? I
No,
love
they're
the
actually,
stadium. Like,
they're actually growing. No, do you?
I heard my
do you
name.
follow?
Somebody asked a
yeah,
question.
yeah. Do you follow hockey? Do you watch the?
Yeah, I follow Bruins. I'm a Bruins fan.
How'd you feel about?
Boston,
Is it
Boston
weird?
was a hockey town forever.
Is it weird with Marchand going to Florida?
Yeah,
I never
that's kind of
that's a little. I never would have thought that.
no. You know,
But I mean,
I don't
it's-
really know that I'm on board with Don Sweeney and the way he runs the team.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
If it's out of Boston, it's right. That's all you need to
It is.
know.
It's right. It's the way
You're
of the
breaking my
world.
fucking heart here, fellas. Both of you. Max and Kaiju dead to me.
Hey, and Max said he was going to bring the violence tonight, and looks like it was.
KJ.
Yeah.
What's up, KJ?
What do you mean? What? I'm with I'm with Kaiju.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
all-
Jeff.
it's
Jeff's
all
bringing the
vi-
violence. My bad.
Not the fucking Mets. Like that's all that matters. So like
now,
nobody likes the Mets.
But
Well-
that's the point of the Mets.
Yeah,
that's
I mean-
why. Yeah, that it just.
Kinda
You can
like,
still love
You like the
Boston
Mets?
and love the
Is that what the
Mets.
hand symbols are for? Do you not?
As
Oh, I
long
feel
as
like-
you're not
I
a
feel like
Yankees
you are
fan
when we
like
talk
Lou.
wrestling, Jeff.
Who's he got?
That's
Oh,
fair.
Pearl Jam.
It's like the World of Warcraft
You guys
stand.
know about these?
Wait, hold
There you
on.
go.
Let me blow that up. What
They
is
make
that?
great antennas in modeling.
Pearl Jam, great
Is it
band.
like the
Oh, wait.
112
I
like
thought that was guitar string.
Damn, that's
Oh,
cool.
so you don't need to buy the kit? Is that what you're saying?
So yeah, so I was buying. I got.
Does that
like,
one come with a
you know,
chair?
keyboards,
Yeah,
I got
it
this,
had
I got
a seat.
guitars,
Damn.
and then for my Colt Slither team, and then Hasbro goes and announces that they're gonna have that San Diego Comic Con.
Those are probably going to be way better though. Like
Yeah, those.
But yeah, I mean, like these are the gachapon stuff. These are
No.
so
Yeah.
good.
Man, Japan's
Okay.
got such great model shops when it comes to 1/12 and 1/6 scale.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's great.
damn. Yeah, I've seen some of the
Oh.
tours in those Japanese shops, and it's a whole different thing. Like
Oh
compared
yeah,
to what we
it's
have
it's
here.
a totally
Yeah.
different world.
Yeah.
I go back to Boston, every now and then, and I go around and I'm looking for toy stores, and there's nothing. I look for like collectible stores. There's barely anything. It's depressing. And then when you go to Target, you go to Walmart, every aisle with the toys is a mess.
Yeah.
Things are just
And you know,
thrown
it
on
didn't
the
used
shelf.
to be that way.
And
When
it's harder
I was a kid, every year I grew up in the panhandle of Oklahoma, the middle of BFE. Once a year we got to go to Oklahoma City, and there was a Hobby Town USA. It was a 2-story. It wasn't your normal Hobby Town USA. This guy was he was a good friend of the family's. He was big into it.
Successful store.
I got early Robotech. There was always imports, every kind of model, every kind of 1/12 and 1/6 scale that you could even imagine. I mean, the guy had a World War II Jeep in the middle of his store, and the original costume from This Island Earth out in the front window.
Now the toy store to go to in Oklahoma City is Toy Base 10. So.
Yeah. Well, he moved. Well, it was out at Crossroads Mall, which is now abandoned. He moved over onto Britton Avenue, which was great because I lived right over there for a while, and it was wonderful because I just 3 blocks over. And I don't know what he's doing now, but that place was.
I don't think it's there anymore.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was dealing with cancer. I think he passed on.
All I know is it's in my area, it's fine. I found this one place. I mean, it said right across there, adult toy store, and there was not a single Mezco.
Don't name it. People will go. Don't name it.
I used to work at one of those places.
Other things.
I used to work at Toys R Us in Boston, and when I worked there, it was one of the top 5 Toys R Us in the world in terms of revenue. So Toys R Us was owned by a Japanese company at the time, and they sent people over to figure out why this particular store was performing so well. It's because I spent my paycheck in there. I got my money and I put it right back in.
Boston.
I'll do you one better. I used to work at an adult toy store that was directly adjacent to a Toys R Us.
There you go.
Not shitting you, but it's literally sitting almost in the parking lot.
You show up as a family, and you got
I'm
both.
gonna go look at toys. So was mom.
What state was that?
North Carolina.
In Colorado, near Littleton, there's a strip mall. It's a dermatology place. It's a off-market Lego store, a nerd shop for like collectibles, and then a toy store, like all next to each other. And like that dermatologist guy has to be raking in the money. Like he has to. That's like one stop, like nerd shopping for everybody of a certain age. Yes.
But hobby shops are just they're gone. They're even we had a really nice one in I think the RC market was kind of keeping a lot of them afloat, but
it's called Amazon. Everybody can get the shit online now. And get it cheaper.
We have a few here that are pretty good.
Tell me on Amazon where I can get that Pearl drum set.
Yeah, I'd buy that right now.
Yeah,
you drop a link, I'm buying it. Right now.
I'd be like,
I'll
be right back.
I'm not saying Amazon's. I'm not saying Amazon specific, but I'm saying the internet killed.
Did anybody read Nico's comment? That's freaking hilarious.
I saw that. Yes.
Actually, I might read that.
So you could fucking barf?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to lose weight, man, and sticking my finger down my throat's just not doing it.
But in all seriousness, guys, like if you want to experience next level collecting, you got to visit Tokyo or Hong Kong. You got to visit one of these places and just see the volume of shops they have and the kind of stuff that's in the stores.
They say
so nice.
They say America's the land of excess. I say that Japan is the land of excessive.
But with purpose though, because I mean, you've got these shops wouldn't exist in Japan if they weren't being supported. And want to talk, we talk about ourselves as we're hobbyists. Man, them guys are putting us to shame.
Yeah.
They got a whole show, the whole Gundam Breakers or Gundam Build.
Oh man, don't even get me started
about
on
people
Gundams.
building models. I mean, we talk about our old 80s show being toy commercial shows. It's like,
but it's funny you mention that because the other thing that's not taken off here, like the Warhammer stores. Which,
no, they don't.
Admittedly, those Warhammer stores was a dick move on Games Workshop's part anyway, screwing over the small retailers. But they would have
Does that middle chest piece light up?
It does,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I don't have the batteries in. But
batteries.
I bought this. I bought this a couple weeks ago. It was used in good condition. I got the figure. All the plastic was still intact. They never removed the plastic pieces from this. The guy who had it kept it in immaculate shape, but because this is Japan, everything has to be pristine.
Yeah.
Pristine. And because he considered that the box was a little bit banged up, I got this figure for like 20% of its going price. I got it. It was literally like a brand new figure.
Yeah, I have a Japanese PS2 and a bunch of Japanese games, and I got that Japanese PS2 because it had a mark on it and they considered it dirty. And once they considered it dirty, it becomes super cheap, and it's crazy. One little mark.
One small thing.
Which suit was that? Which Mark version?
Mark 42, right?
40.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
That's the 43.
43, yeah. 42, 43, somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah.
So Kaiju
looks similar, yeah.
On Kaiju's channel, he does the worst thing ever for me because you all know how much I fucking love the goddamn expensive figures at Mapex. He went on a fucking tour of the Medicom store. Who the fuck does that to a person?
Sorry, man.
Oh, that's sick. I might have to go back and watch that. That's cool.
It's really cool.
Let me go to what I was talking about, Kaiju.
Yeah,
what could we do in the States to start building the collector community like they have in Japan with the model shops and the things like that? What's it going to take to get that here?
It's going to take a time machine.
Man, I don't know.
It's going to take a time machine going back in time and starting America from scratch.
So we still have Toys R Us here.
So our values and our morals are just completely.
Still watch and play with
girls getting into the hobby
from the movies and the shows.
Yeah,
but these kids here are into it. They're ordering the same shit we are.
No, they're not.
No.
What are you
talking here? You can get Ultraman. You can get, like the Kamen Rider stuff.
These kids are playing Fortnite, buying Fortnite skins.
They're playing Fortnite, but they've also got them figures.
They're on their
the
tablets.
price of what Figuarts charges for these things. All right, the engineering, the quality, the accessories you get. This is like a $28 figure. All right, this is a collectible. You're getting like really, really nice figures. There's like walls full of toys for kids here. Kids grow up playing with toys. Reading, being a geek is acceptable here. Yeah. And there's a lot of lonely adults, people who aren't in relationships, who look for some sort of other outlet for their emotional needs or whatever it is. And a lot of them turn to hobbies, right? They just do. Whether it's photography or whether it's toy collecting or model making or something.
Or passion or whatever,
Some passion. And people, it's embraced here. It's okay. Whereas in the States, it's always kind of looked down upon. You're very nerd or geek or whatever.
Well,
but it's just a different culture.
Yeah,
I think we should give these kids a little more credit. I mean, I've got a daughter, and we got to box up some of her shit because she's running out of room. These kids, I think they're not buying some of the stuff we are, but like that Figuarts piece you just held up, man, they're buying those. If it's got something to do with their manga,
I think you're not understanding perhaps because you're into toys that maybe your daughter by extension is into toys. I don't think normal kids are into it maybe to the extent your daughter.
They are not.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. Not in the States. No.
Also, the fact that toys are still, frankly, as I said, out there. We consider Reveltech a high-end collectible. I know for a while, Reveltechs were considered literally kids' toys over there. Like they would laugh at us as older collectors having a Reveltech figure in our hands.
Well, not these days. No,
not these days.
But you know what I see a lot of these kids buying? Gunplas.
Oh yeah, what's it? Gunpla, dude. Gunpla is an entirely different thing. That's a different for that build fighter.
But still, once you get it together, it's an action figure.
Well, also, too, in Japan, it's like every property. So back when we were kids in the 80s and 90s, like take G.I. Joe for instance. They had something at every price point for whether you had $5 or $500.
Yeah.
And plus, there was all the ancillary product like coloring books.
They had media,
Kleenex packages.
It's media.
In Japan, that's the way it is over there.
I had
like
He-Man underwear.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what it is in Japan.
Had. What are you talking about? Still do.
So,
I wish.
you
bitches are vintage.
you hit the nail on the head. You need the media to continue to fuel interest. And
100%.
Emily over at Hasbro saying that she's happy that the G.I. Joe line doesn't have any attached media. She should be fired for that kind of thinking.
Yeah.
That pushes the line. That pushes sales.
And
Get her out of
kids
here.
to not have any interest is because they're not seeing it.
And I'm sure Kaiju can back me up on this. But in Japan, there's a mindset that anything you do to the fullest extent. Anything that you do, you put your heart and your soul into it.
Generally, yeah.
Yes. So whether it's collecting, whether it's creating, whether it's art, whether it's whatever, you do it to the best of your ability. Here in America, kids try something. Oh, I don't like that, and they drop it.
They got the same kids in Japan.
Yeah, that's becoming more prevalent here. You're seeing a lot of that starting to take root here as well. But again, the
big
culture
difference.
is so imposing here.
Mm-hmm.
They've got media
it's
to
hard to
back
get
up
away from.
everything they do in Japan, collection-wise. It doesn't matter what you collect. There's media to back that up. Somebody's
That's
doing a
what
manga.
We're missing here in America, and that's
Yeah,
why
that
we
is
don't
exactly
have
what
as many younger generations.
There's manga, there's anime, there's toothpaste, there's restaurants, there's
And not only the media, but when they put out media, like if they put out a manga or however you say it, when they put out a manga, the same people that create issue number 1 are the same people that create the final issue. The entire they're not changing. They're not changing hands 50,000 times over the course.
No, a manga over there is like a novel here. Okay, like when we look at The Dark Tower, what we look at Game of Thrones, that's how a manga curve.
Yeah, those are the storytellers here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
I had a lot of respect when the guy who was writing Berserk passed away. They were like, "Well, that's it. It's done.
That's it.
But nobody's taking this over. That's all you're getting."
I know.
Hurtful,
I know you guys kind of made a little joke about Fortnite, but my kid loves Fortnite. He likes toys too, but he picks up shit from Fortnite because they put it in that store in that game. I don't understand why Hasbro or Mattel or any of these other toy companies aren't loading that game up with their properties for these kids to buy these.
They started to. You had Snake Eyes that came out as a Fortnite.
Right, that's the only one you have is Snake Eyes, a couple Transformers,
whole bunch
I just played it the other night, and there was like Sub-Zero running around.
Dragon
Batgirl,
Ball.
Yeah,
there's
that's part of the battle pass this season. It has Sub-Zero in it.
My boy signed on week after week until he was able to buy that Dragon Ball Z character.
Yep.
That was
my girls really aren't into toys, and it breaks my heart.
You know what's kind of something I had a thought. Everybody gives a lot of crap about all those toys going to Ollie's and Ross and shit like that. But I'm going to tell you what, that stuff is going to save action figures for future generations, because those little broke ass kids are getting those $10 figures, and that is what they're going to have when they get older. They're going to be like, man, I got that figure, that right there. It may not have well, I mean, shit, plenty of us has gotten good figures for nothing, but
You're saying there's going to be an entire generation of kids who are like hooked on externals.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah, I'm telling you, in 40 years, those are going to be $1,000 figures.
Did you guys see? Did you guys
turtle
see?
figures are beautiful figures.
Did you see the 5 points of articulation Three's Company figures on Big Bad Toy Store?
Yeah.
Did you see the price on those?
That's ignorant.
$23 each.
Was it Super 7?
No, it's just some.
No, it's like
random
NECA, isn't it? Was it NECA?
I'll show you something else too.
Random companies, $23 for Jack, Chrissy, and Janet.
Sounds like a steal.
Like
Ironically, the John Ritter figure will stand perfectly.
So this is what
Ooh.
it takes for me to store my Marvel Legends collection. This is what it takes my kids to store their Fortnite skin collection.
Wow.
So that's the other big thing too. It's like space. As we all complain about, it's a premium. That if everything's on your
I'm
PlayStation 5,
completely out of space.
Well, that's the other thing. Why aren't they including skins with action figures? I think they're starting to do that now, but why didn't they do that from the rip?
They
did
Todd's got the digital collection, but
they started doing that.
It's called an amiibo. That's what Nintendo did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo actually did exactly that. You got your little figurine, and then you put it on your game, and all of a sudden, your figurine was in the game.
Well, no, they did that. I remember they did that at least one other time with McFarlane did an Assassin's Creed line, and they had like
Try and buy a
in-game
Skylander
skins.
right now.
Yeah.
Those
And
Skylander figures. Some of those Amiibos and Skylanders go for money too. even
Yeah, the
today.
amiibos for sure, especially if they're Nintendo properties.
Yep.
Well, but then
So listen,
Disney
guys,
does, like,
I gotta
D3.
go. I gotta get my kids some lunch.
Yep.
All right, Kaiju.
So nice
care,
talk
man.
with
Appreciate,
everybody.
appreciate the info and showing off that figure.
Konnichiwa.
Thanks for showing off the Batman.
All right, guys, take care. Be good.
Peace out.
Later.
You good?
All
Be
right.
good. Drink your water.
Yeah. Okay. Let me figure out how to
Well,
get out of here.
It's the button mark.
As
OFS.
he's figuring out how to get out, we have that show went by fast. We have reached our limit. It
All
is
right.
10 o'clock, and that was a good show. I'm very happy to get a good view at that figure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was fun. Now remember, guys, this Friday is going to be a pre-record. Faces and Heels. It gets a little juicy in there. So me and Abby will not be here live, but we'll be here in spirit. We'll be in the chat. So come on through, and it's going to be a good episode. Maybe you won't notice it's not live, but it is not live. But then we will return shortly after that for Tuesday, and everything will be back on track. Appreciate chat for coming out. Our members, thank you as always. Thank you, everybody.
Shout out to
here.
that full bees and safe travels to Avi.
Yeah, safe travels.
Yeah, safe travels, Avi.
He'll text when he lands, and
can
yeah,
smell the
that'll be
curry.
cool. But we will catch you guys when we catch you, and yeah, that is our show.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Peace.
As we wrap up tonight's fun, the figures in talk, so we've just begun. Join us next time for thrills anew. In the world of Figure Fight Club, it's all for you. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. See you next week on Figure Fight Club, stay strutting. This isn't goodbye, it's just a see you later. In the meantime, go check out another creator. So keep your figures on display until we gather here someday. Remember the tales and the laughs we shared. Here at Figure Fight Club, you're treasured and cared.